Previously on Dungeon Masters.
Today we're going to discover what did happen when you drowned in the Lake of Sorrows.
Cool. What?
Not as bad as you are. but you've dealt them a mighty blow today. The voices, they spoke of you and you've come.
That's
Priestess
right.
to deliver us.
I have come to deliver you.
What stands in your way?
The Dark Lord.
No, Dagon opposes. He will try to stop us.
You must go to the drowned temple at low tide. The dreamer must awaken, and only then from his dream will we be delivered. You see a massive entity rising out of the ocean, promising to take its devotees to the promised land.
Ooh.
Cthulhu is his name. Be banished and made prostrate before him, and he will find you, and he is inevitably.
Can I slap him around the face?
Absolutely.
I think we should get going.
Agreed.
Maybe we can bring that boy Silas. He was rather helpful in the past. And
yes.
as far as they know, we're still part of the club.
Do you think we'll find him where we found him before?
It doesn't take you long to find Silas. He is gardening when you come upon him, digging little holes with a small trowel, putting a fish head in each, covering it, and then watering it.
Oh, he's crazy.
Good day, Silas.
Oh yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're in for a storm.
Oh, yes, how can you tell?
You can't smell it, but you can taste it on the wind.
Yep, that's the storm, all right.
Yes, big storm coming. We know.
Yep. We've been tasked with going to specifically...
The drowned temple.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know the way?
Oh, yes, I know the way.
Would you care to take us there?
Please.
I can do that.
As I pull Wesley inside and go, it was easy.
He kind of like skips along, singing his little shanty that we established earlier.
Great shanty.
Do I recognize the shanty? Is it memorable?
Let's do a history check.
All right, this is just a +3 then. That's a dirty 20.
You recognize it. It is often sung by merchants, traders, and sailors from Baragost.
I'm familiar with Baragost. So, Silas, how long have you been amongst these people? I know you're not from here.
I was aboard a Shrike, and she struck from the skies and fell into the water.
And what position were you, if you don't mind me asking, on the ship's crew?
Neil, your knowledge of boats outweighs mine.
I was the first mate.
Were you?
Yes.
A young lad such as yourself in such a lofty position. Clearly an innate ability for nautical means. I'm very impressed, young man.
I've always known how to get around from one place to another.
Yes, you have the temperament of somebody I would deem as being rather flighty.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, that's like my literal worst thing. Can I use guidance?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're trying to, I believe, persuade him to reveal something about himself while also revealing something about yourself.
Literally that. The easiest way without making a big deal. There's a 1. Oh, that was a natural 1. +1. +1 for 2.
Recently, Crem, you received a dark gift that does something sort of extraordinary on a natural 1, does it not?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, no!
Yeah, I guess so.
No, the screams!
I was hoping you'd forget that, but here's your
Give me
invention.
a wisdom saving throw.
And
And I believe you need to beat a, what was it?
It's 13 plus your proficiency.
So 16 wisdom save, or you will be deafened for a minute.
Wait, I've got a -1 to my wisdom. I have to get a 17 or higher.
Ooh.
But I get advantage because I'm gnomish cunning.
Okay.
16, so close.
Oh no, 16 total.
16.
Oh.
No, I don't need it because it's -1.
Right.
Your ears ring as the spirits that now haunt you, the whispers of Relay, create a waking dream before your eyes. In Silas, you see an enemy, and someone that would rob you of the great glory of presenting to Cthulhu this great prize, his freedom. Surely he would give you a boon. And to one as strong as Cthulhu, to one as immense as Cthulhu, your daughter's freedom is nothing. For what is Lord Soth before the Lord of the Cosmos?
Oh, ouch.
Ugh.
I reel, stagger back, sort of start muttering to myself.
Silas leads you to the edge of the drowned temple. He kind of sits down abruptly when he reaches it in a little patch of craggy grass and goes, "Gotta wait for the tide to go down. Gotta wait for the tide to go down. Otherwise, be taken by the waves, just like the Shrike."
How long before the tide goes down, Silas?
The storm's coming. Might be a little late. Like a little window in a big lighthouse. You'll have a little time. And then little black ice, just like the Shrike.
While he's sitting, I guess I will sit down beside him and wait for the time to pass.
Can I ask, Neil, the professor, does he feel uncharacteristically preoccupied?
Oh, if anything, he seems more rambling than usual.
I'm going to send you telepathically a message. What aren't you telling us? I know there's more. What should I really be looking for? I'm trying to help.
He sort of hears it knocking, because he's got a mind shell. Sort of breaks his delirium a little bit. He looks at you very hard, and sort of he messages back. The dreamer cannot be released. We must find someone who is not from here, the Ravens. Tell no one.
A nod.
Also, his voice has changed. The message is incredibly eloquent.
You all wait with Silas. He mutters and absent-mindedly is braiding the grass into a bracelet. He hands it to you when he's done and just kind of goes, "Off you go now," as the tide begins to recede, revealing the ruins of an old temple. In the stone of the temple, you see small shells and the telltale sort of whorls and helixes as though ammonites and old things are embedded in the stone here.
My beautiful, gorgeous DM.
There we go.
What do you want, Christian?
Benevolent and intelligent and
Yes.
creative as all hell.
Yes.
Explain to me again how the augury spell works.
So you cast the spell, you ask me what a very specific course of action will result in, and I will tell you weal or woe, or weal and woe, or indifferent.
Cool.
Okay, I'll hold on to that.
I'd like to have a little sandglass thing that I use for timing for metal alloys. How long was it that we had? 15 minutes?
We have an hour
Right
of
now.
the low tide.
An hour of low tide. So as we step in, I'd like to flip it for the first 20 minutes.
I will start a counter of my own for all of you.
Yay!
Scary.
Each number is 10 minutes. It will go down from 6 to represent 60.
Scary. Okay.
You descend into the temple. Give me a survival check.
Dang.
You need to beat a 17 as a group.
Okay, as a group.
Say nat 20. Say nat 20, Dad.
20.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Can I take you to Vegas?
yeah, you can.
That's a 10, nat 20.
That'll cancel out a failure.
Yeah.
So we have one of the successes we need. Let's look at this side of the
Yeah.
table.
11.
This is a test, not a save.
It's kind of all
It's
riding
a
on
group
you.
check, yeah.
Good.
You're gonna roll a nat 20.
And that's 15.
No. No.
Boo.
As you descend into the ruins, kind of going deeper and deeper, you very quickly become disoriented. And before you know it, you are lost.
Oh.
Can we rule out two directions?
How would you like to do so?
I remember roughly the direction we were coming from.
Yeah, you could try to discern where in this temple fresh air is coming from.
Oh, that's great.
And from there, be able to tell at least where you came in from and use that to orient yourself.
Yeah.
Give me a nature check.
Okay, 15.
You've figured out which direction you've come from, and you can also recall generally what the top-down view of this temple looked like, and you have a general direction of where you should head.
My eyes flip back, and it feels kind of like the first time you take a shot of like a really good whiskey. And it burns a little bit, but then settles in the chest and feels really good, because I'm accessing some part of the weave I've never accessed, and I start walking in that direction, and I say, follow me.
All right.
As you make your way further into the temple depths, you enter a large chamber that almost makes you feel as though you've entered a cavern instead of the temple you were wandering in. You see spires tipped in ice, similar to the mountains you saw outside. And in fact, as you look up, you do not see the ceiling of the temple anymore, but you do see the infinite stars. Everyone give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Okay. 16 plus 3, 19 for me.
19.
Not 20. 8 plus 5, 13.
13.
Constitution save. 10 plus 2 plus 1 for my cloak, so 13.
It's all riding on you. You need above a 15.
5 plus 17 for a 22.
Phew.
As you are all looking up at the ceiling, you see your breath kind of come up and then form icicles in the air. Should you stay here, your party will begin to freeze to death.
Including me?
You're not sure. Although you don't feel the cold, your blood will still begin to thicken in your veins.
Whoa.
It doesn't hurt, but it does hinder you still.
I look down at the little sand timer. My goodness, it's been 7 minutes.
What? We just got here.
This is colder than I've ever felt. Is there any pieces of wood or driftwood or anything in here?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
15 plus 4, so 19.
You're able to find some smashed up crates. As your hand falls upon them, you realize they're not driftwood or even the wrecks of broken ships, but instead it's almost as though they are crates of some expedition lost in the mountains.
I rip some cloth from my cloak, wrap it around,
Got a
pour some
tinderbox.
oil on it. Yeah, someone light this up for me.
I have a...
You light the torch.
Whilst you're doing that, can I crack open some of the crates?
Yes, you can crack open the crates, but it will take time.
I just want to know if maybe there's something that can help us against this cold.
Everyone give me a nature check as you try to find your way through this mountain range that has inexplicably appeared here in a temple that is under the ocean.
I got a 6.
You need to beat a 17. That's 1 failure,
That's 13.
2 failures,
13.
3 failures.
We can't do this.
Oh, because it negates if. Dang.
Oh, it's a group chat?
Yeah, it's a group check.
Dang it!
That's what I mean. We need to hurry up.
Good luck to us. Let's go.
Although your group has failed, I will allow you to actually plunder the crates, should
Thank
you
you.
so choose.
Yes, I would like to.
One of the crates.
Yep.
Inside them, you find a faintly glowing trapezohedron.
Nice.
It looks as though it was retrieved from some type of excavation site, carefully wrapped and put into a perfect crate. And as you crack it open and kind of shift it, you see underneath, in almost crystal clear ice-like glass, an expedition party frozen to death below you.
I take the hedron and I say, maybe want to say a prayer for these.
Of course.
I take the flame and I sort of put it against the glass and see their faces. Were they trying to head in a particular direction?
Yes, you can certainly go in the
that
direction that they're going.
Excellent. So I point that out to all of you and I start to sort of move in the direction they were trying to move.
Good work.
Yeah, it is with great regret your time had to end here.
I'm going to try and work out on the move what the hell this thing is.
You wander through the mountain range for what feels like days. But you know from the hourglass on your chest that cannot possibly be true. And time passes not in a straight line, but rather in something entirely more amorphous here. You emerge from the cavern and are instead in what looks to be a large underground grotto. There's a pool of water in front of you. It is reflected almost by a silvery adhesion on the irregular ceiling above, casting impossible visions and reflections all around you. You see your faces in the perfect silver that is also dripping down and forming on the stalactites and stalagmites around you, kind of creating funhouse mirrors. You see versions of your face that are tentacled, versions of your face where the two eyes have been replaced with one, and versions where half of your face is simply melting away into nothingness.
No other way out?
There's a passageway on the other side with a large arched door.
Okay. The water's not frozen. It's just regular water.
It's just regular water.
And on the other side is the door. Are there sticks? Can I see how deep the water is?
Absolutely.
Okay, I could take like a driftwood or whatever's down here, and I try to discern the depth of the water.
As you push down, it just keeps going.
There's no way round.
There
to the
is
door.
a thin ledge that kind of goes around that pool of water.
Okay.
Oh boy. Yes.
I grab your hand, or I, hold on, and I spider walk across.
Oh, damn, I can do that too. Bye.
Damn.
I think I'm like,
I'll take him. He's only small.
I tell Chomp to stay in the backpack so they don't see themselves with spooky faces.
And I stuff Crem down my dress.
Not again!
This
This is just like when your parents came.
When we get across, so we're all four there, I'm going to cast Summon Beast, and I'm going to summon that shark, that baby shark that I did, and I'm going to tell him, swim to the depths there. Let me know what's down there. Come back up.
Your shark never returns.
No, that's an answer.
That's an answer.
I nod. I turn to the door, and I want to try to discern what this door is, because there's not a lock. There's not like a thing.
No, and it is massive. It towers above you, and you kind of all look very small by comparison. Pushing open the door or attempting to open it by force is beyond your means.
From where I'm standing, sort of taking this all in, it doesn't look like it can even be open from the top. It's just massive.
Yeah, there's no handles, there's no mechanism you can see on your side. It merely has the carving of a many-eyed, many-tentacled creature on it.
Can I knock on the door with my hand?
You knock on it, and it is though the sound of your knock is just muffled, like it falls dead in the air.
An Arcana check. I'd like to just put my ear to it and sort of feel it out, and then I want to try and get like, is this arcane in any way?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
I'll put a hand on his shoulder and give you guidance.
Thank you. That's a D4. Okay. If ever I needed a natural 20, it was right now.
You got it.
Okay, that's a 23. Oh, plus 1, 24.
Heck yeah.
24.
Thank you.
You know in your heart, as you touch this door and try to get a sense of it, that there's no magic that keeps it closed, and there's no magic that can open this door. You must understand the currency that the great old one accepts for him to open the way.
Ooh, okay. We're missing something. Professor, you're the smartest.
I'm going to look at the hexagon that I have. I'd like to have a quick look at it in more detail.
Give me an investigation check.
Sure thing. Can I use guidance on this as well? Thank
Can I help him by being very supportive?
Yes.
Professor, I'm giving him a massage.
Massaging my shoulder.
You got this.
I actually really love how you're all kind of coming together.
Helping is advantage.
Yeah, helping's
Yes.
advantage.
So advantage plus my guidance plus 6 for investigation.
Okay.
Here we go. That's a natural 1. Thank goodness I've got advantage because that was a nat 1. This is a 7
Plus
plus 4 plus 6. That's 17.
17, yeah.
Yeah, phew. It's a terrible roll.
You kind of stand there examining the trapezohedron. As you kind of play with it in your hands, you see one of the silvered stalagmites next to you kind of reflect the color onto the door, and for a moment the image in front of you is bright white color. And you remember the glass beach and the myriad of rainbows you saw reflected there on that sea glass floor.
Okay.
Oh.
It's just like that toy we bought for Lavender. Do you remember that kaleidoscope, as it were? This is like that, I believe. I need all of your help. You need to fan out. You need to look out for the stalactites. I'm going to manipulate this, and you need to call out the colors that you see, and if any of them goes white on the door, that's the match. Understood?
Yes.
Understood.
And we have to do this as a team, regardless of how we feel about each other, but just for this moment in time, we need our help.
I'm with you.
I'm with you.
I'm going to start manipulating it and try to get... It's okay, the nod is enough. I'm going to try and start manipulating this in the way that I think is going to work, and relying on them to sort of find these colors as we find.
Yeah, you notice with your green clothing and your green skin, as your image is reflected in one of these strange stalactites, and the light hits it, that same green light then floods the carving on the door.
Okay. I'm looking for blue. So, as that happening, I try and find the blue
The
reflection.
perfect angle.
Right.
Everyone give me either investigation or perception, depending on how you're trying to go about it.
I would like to use my stones, please, the ones that are floating above my head, to give me an
Absolutely.
advantage on my perception check.
Amen.
Let's do it,
Nice.
yeah.
This motherfucking teamwork.
That's
Yes!
Are we allowed to use guidance?
Yes.
Cool,
Guidance,
great.
cool.
Perception.
Need to be to 16 here.
You got this.
19 plus 4 plus 6.
Nice. All right, so this is +4 + 6, that's 8.
Nat 20!
In total, that's 28.
Yes.
Team, let's go.
Shall I go, or is it irrelevant?
No, go.
I want to get a nat 20.
Advantage, you have
No,
advantage.
that's not how it works, remember. You've got to be gentle. Just nat
Right,
20.
I'm sorry.
Natural 20.
Natural 20
That's like your fourth was. That's wild.
for knowing your husband.
weighted dice?
All of you passed.
Yay!
You stand at just the right angles, you with your different colored garb, and matching up the colors, you are able to color in, using this light, this image of Cthulhu perfectly etched on the wall. It goes from bleached white to the perfect shades of yellow, green, blue, and purple. Just like that.
It's the painting.
And the arch opens.
Wow.
Well done, everybody.
Well done.
I put this back into my bag of holding.
Say you did a good job. Say you did a good job.
That was brilliant. That's
Crem, you did a really good job, Eloin says.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, let's move on. Time is running out. And I turn the thing over again for. Oh.
Go inside the passageway beyond, and as you do, you realize the hall has ridges as though it were the trachea of a breathing creature. And indeed, as you walk through, you see it gently pulse, as though it is inhaling and exhaling. It ends in a diverging path as the temple walls around you almost seem to breathe. You can only surmise that this ends in 2 lungs, each a different chamber. You're not sure which one you should go
You're
to.
too good at it.
Are we inside Cthulhu?
Wesley, I was able to access a part of the weave I've never even come close to accessing. I cast a bit of that magic that the keeper in the lighthouse gave us. I think you might be able to do it as well.
all right. I will use my free cast of augury.
All right.
I gesture towards the divergent right path. Is this a path of danger?
Weal and woe.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I use it to ask about the left path, or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is this a path of danger?
Woe.
Okay. So right could be good. Left
Well.
is definitely bad.
Yes.
All right.
Good job, Zora.
Lead on, Eloin.
I notch an arrow, and I move forward.
And we'll go to the right.
As you enter the chamber, you see 2 large black ice pillars extending from the floor of this much smaller chamber you're in compared to the last one, all the way to the ceiling, almost as though they're holding it up like a 5th pillar. In the middle of them both, they're both flanking a low to the ground altar above which is sort of perched a roughly sculpted effigy, clearly in devotion to Cthulhu. It's crudely formed, not with any kind of artistry that would impress any of you. It is older than time, made with very primitive tools and probably even more primitive hands.
Any sign of life in here besides us?
Yeah, do you want to like look around?
Yes, ma'am.
Give me a perception check.
Yes! Yes!
Stop
Nat 20!
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, we're really good at nat 20s over here.
Tell me, what do my elven eyes see?
Elven eyes.
In the black ice, you see two creatures twisted in such a way that it's impossible to tell like what sort of form they would take if they were not compacted and stretched into these black ice pillars. It is hard for you to see the full form of their shape, but with a nat 20, you do see one large bulbous eye that kind of comes out like a bubble of water, if that makes sense, like froth on the ocean waves. You see an almost insect-like mouth with pincers coming out, and you see razor-like teeth encircling a hole that goes as far as you can see. It's as dark as the ice that it is encased in. But more so, with that black ice, you see a little glint and realize one, because there's one in each of these black ice pillars, is holding a silver canister and one of its pincers.
Ooh.
I convey that to all of you.
So that's inside the ice?
Yes, as far as looking for another creature,
Right.
that's what you see.
Right, right.
You can examine the altar as well if you'd like.
Yeah, we can.
You
we
want
should
to go
do
to
it.
the altar together?
Yeah, but we should do it
Yeah.
together.
Go ahead.
Sacred geometry.
Sacred geometry.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Can we do it separately?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, you
that's-
can
yeah.
do an
I'd like to make an
investigation.
investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, perception plus 6. Ooh, that's a 19.
Okay.
Guidance allowed?
Yeah.
Great, thank you. It's plus 6 with this. That's an 8
8
plus
to 10?
6. That's so it's 10, 16.
16. Between the two of you, kind of putting your heads together in different ways, the first thing you notice is that the stone surface is not as rough as it first looks from far away, but that it is in fact smooth. And the roughness you're perceiving is from engravings in the surface that you see now are so small and so intertwined. From far away, they give the impression of irregularity.
Ooh, like a trypophobia vibe almost?
Yes.
It's all these little...
Yes,
gross.
it's nasty.
Yuck.
With an investigation, you do discern that these are scripts.
A language I recognize.
And they're like, give me a history check.
I'll give you the help action. If I can, I think just encouragement. You're so smart.
Yes.
Cool. All right, so it's plus 3. This is one of those moments, man. I got a 1 and a 2.
No.
Dang.
No, you have inspiration.
Oh, you do. You do.
Is this that moment, though?
I'm staring at the eye.
All right, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Come on. In fact, I'm so distracted by everything that's been going on, this whole situation. It's so frustrating. I just lose control. I'm just, no, don't think of the overriding problem. Deal with the little child. Be like a squirrel, nut by nut. And then I sort of like look back at this again. And
That's
okay,
actually really inspiring.
Yeah.
it's how I live my life.
Aw.
Yeah, don't look at the big problems. All right, so that is spent.
It's beautiful.
But this is just one roll, so this is a plus 6. 16 plus 6 for 22.
As you gaze at the table, the letters kind of swimming before your eyes, you take your monocle off for a moment to rub your temples, and as you put them back on, you hear your friend's voice in your mind. And as the voice whispers, you begin to discern or understand that some of these ruins are in deep speech. The speech of the waves. The only other time you've heard them before, and even then it's almost as though he's compelled to incant them as you approach and study this plinth. You start to piece together that their friend can read the runes.
Oh, amazing.
Hello again. Nice to hear your voice. Listen, I never asked your name. I realize how incredibly insensitive that was. May I have your name?
Phineas!
Thank you, Phineas. It appears you can discern these strange markings. I would like you to recite them to me. As I say this, because nobody else can hear this, I'm going to reach out for Wesley's hand and just hold it and grasp it a little tight.
I must warn you, learning the script of the damned is what drove me mad.
Well, some call me eccentric, which I believe is mad with money. So I think we're in good company, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing at the altar, but I'm staring at this eye and I start to back up and climb up as far as I can onto the wall. I hope you're okay.
Sacred Cthulhu waits dreaming in the vault. Through sacrifice and devotion, he shall rise, his anointed shall prosper, and his kingdom shall cover all of existence. May Faerun and the plains beyond fall beneath his shadow.
Okay.
Dang.
Hail, joyous father of the deeps.
Okay. I say thank you, my friend. Can I remember how to say all of that in deep speech?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Can
Remembering it is going to be just an intelligence saving throw.
Sure.
But this is to determine the effect that this has on you.
Can I, because I'm holding his hand, give him the help action? Just like the emotional support?
As like an anchor to
Yeah,
the,
just an anchor to the...
Yeah.
Well, I get gnomish cunning and wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
Okay, so it's roll twice, -1
Okay.
for this.
Ooh.
The 13 and a 14, -1,
So which one is it? 14?
13.
You take 12 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Your nose begins to bleed, but you remember the words. Because your intelligence modifier is high enough that I think this is a trivial action for you. But as your mind reconfigures, as the folds of your brain rearrange to inscribe deep speech upon them, this time they do not form the usual walnut-like surface of your brain or mine, but instead form into strange whorls as you hemorrhage a little bit. The revelations you have here will leave you changed forever, Professor Crem. But you know the incantation, and it is inscribed, unfortunately for you, upon your heart.
We cannot let it out.
You mean wake the dreamer?
We cannot. I know the true nature of it. We must flee from here. I feel I have done something terrible. I have become a key for its vessel. If somebody were to overtake me and use me, they would release an unfathomable evil on all the planes. We must escape this place as soon as we can, before these damn things wake up.
I point to the creatures.
You're talking about the black ice
To
creatures.
the black ice creatures.
Let's get the
I
fuck
fear
out
I
of
may
here.
have stirred something, but now we know for sure. The sleeper or dreamer must not awaken.
The sleeper, the dreamer. The sleeper, the dreamer.
The whispers that haunt all of you begin to kick up, and you see the ice begin to melt.
Oh.
Okay, we have to leave.
We need to leave.
Back the way we came.
Can I misty step everyone out of here?
You can only misty step yourself.
Just myself?
Good to know, though.
Head start.
As the lung you're in begins to let in another inhale almost violently, the hot air used to be cool from the sea, now rushing past you and melting these icy pillars. Everyone give me an acrobatics check to see if you manage to maintain your footing as you begin to flee back towards that tracheal structure.
Can I also cast Ice Knife to try and refreeze the parts that are
Brilliant.
melting?
cool idea.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Acrobatics check first, and then we'll do that.
So scared.
So that's a 12 from me.
A 12.
4.
4.
Acrobatics, that is a 10 plus 3 for 13.
13. Okay.
12.
12.
I'm on the ceiling, by the way, just in case.
No, we know.
Good, sorry.
We know where you are.
It's advantageous as a ranger to be on the ceiling.
The
just saying.
countdown's at 3. The countdown's at 3.
As you're trying to keep your footing, you see the silver canister slightly exposed from the melting ice, and you throw your ice knife and kind of refreeze it, buying your party time. But you do see that they are all kind of stumbling as the structure you are in, the entire thing almost seems like it's beginning to inhale and exhale like a creature waking up from a slumber.
Ooh.
I run across the top drop down and meet you, and I cast Pass Without a Trace, which is +10 to dex checks, not just stealth.
Fantastic.
Right, so I throw that into the air, the net falls over us. I say, stay close, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's turn and run.
Yeah.
+10 to all dexterity-based checks.
Great, thank you.
You notice there's like blood pouring down both nostrils, and actually one of his ears as well.
Oh, I give you fabric. I just give you like a...
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm just gonna stuff Crem down my dress and we get out.
You make it back up the trachea. You're going back the way you came,
Yeah.
I guess is my question.
Yeah.
You're back in the room with the grotto. You see that slick, thin ledge all around you. Spider climb?
Climb,
Spider climb, yes.
You spider climb through it, and this time when you emerge, you do not emerge in the mountains.
Oh man, trippy.
You instead emerge from the grotto into an abandoned city filled with narrow ramps and abandoned tube-like structures with alien glyphs covering the entire surface of them. There's also a collection of tents on one side from some type of excavation crew that might have come here before, and a small building that looks like a makeshift temple.
Just perception check to figure out if what I'm looking at is real or another trick of the mind.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a 5 plus 4 for a 9.
Discerning the real from the unreal almost doesn't matter in Innsmouth, as this is a place that truly does not make sense.
Yeah.
The unreal becomes real in this place.
Wait a minute, this is a dream. And in a dream, we have control of what happens.
Some of the time we do.
Some of the time. So maybe there's a way that we can decide and make it true, if we all believe it to be true.
Should we believe that we are somewhere else? Perhaps back at the lighthouse?
Yes, we should believe that whatever path we take will be the right path and will lead us to the lighthouse.
I can do that.
I think it's only really possible if we work together as a team. Something perhaps we haven't been in a while.
We've done a good job at it today.
Well, Eloin, Emberleaf, and his immortals ride one more time. Let us try.
I'd close my eyes and like concentrate.
The power of positive thinking and manifestation does not work in Cthulhu's realm. But the fact that you think it does makes me feel that I truly have driven my players insane.
Oh my god.
I need you to know that as a dungeon master, I'm so proud that I've managed to confound you so that you're like, maybe if we believe.
Clap if you believe.
But maybe there's a roll I can do to believe
Click your
that.
heels.
Who knows?
Everyone give me a survival check.
Can we use guidance?
Guns.
You can guidance, and I will reduce the difficulty level of this by 1.
Thank you.
Down to a DC of 16 for this survival
that's
check.
not bad.
Because you believe so much.
Survival.
Not fighting while you're trying to navigate is going to help you.
Did you do it? Did you do it? Okay.
I got a 7.
Okay, 13.
13.
Oh, 7 plus 1, 8.
11 plus 3, that's 14. Yeah, we just all
This is hilarious. On this group check, my little homebrew rule is that a nat 20 negates a failure, kind of
Cool.
counting basically as 2 successes.
Yeah.
But you still need to succeed as a whole. Yeah. This is what's really funny about this. Your friendship lasts for a total of 30 seconds. You all hold each other's hands and say, Eloin and his immortals ride once more. And then when you break, you all run in different directions. Truly believing that there are different paths through the hollow city. As you look back and realize some of your party members have gone the wrong way,
Hey.
you descend into argument. Wesley is once again ignored as the other 3 begin talking about their relationship failings.
You know what you used to do when we were married that really pissed me off?
You never ask for directions.
It's more of an art than a science.
It's worth a shot.
And you used to do exactly the same, men.
Soulless. We could really use some help here, buddy.
Solus glides following Wesley saying, "This path." Wesley, you've been standing at the exit with your kitten for what feels like 10 minutes before the rest of the party joins you.
Man, that would have been great if it worked, you know?
You burst out of the entrance to the temple and see the tide rushing down. Coming over the edges of the temple into the courtyard, beginning to flood the temple behind you. The water is coming in so fast, it is rushing past your ankles. You have to run up that slippery, coral-covered, like still with skittering mollusks approach to get back up the cliffside.
What about spider climb?
Spider climb will help you, but you are gonna have to roll if you try to carry your party members up now, since you're doing so quickly.
Plus 10 to Dex.
Plus 10 to Dex.
Yes.
I will hop out, and quite frankly, I don't need her to carry me up. Actually, I don't want her to carry me up.
Oh, wow. Give me an acrobatics check as you try to skitter up.
You see advantage?
You get to add 10 since this is a dex-based roll.
Plus 10. So plus 10, plus, you said guidance is what we're on to? Not.
You can use guidance.
Well done. 29.
Okay, so that's plus 10, plus 3, plus guidance. And that is 4, so 8.
Plus 10.
18, that's plus 3, so that's 21.
Success.
Dirty 20.
Success.
25.
Success.
29.
Success.
Heck yeah.
Because we believe! Because we believe!
And actually, we come full circle as we're walking up. Look, we're doing it! We're doing it!
You help each other up the craggy, salt-soaked rock side.
Thank you.
Just as the tide comes crashing in. As it does, below the roiling waves, the temple seems to disappear like it was never there. And Silas is sitting, still plucking petals off of a daisy, waiting for you.
We need to go back to
Silas,
the
we need you to take us back to the lighthouse. Right now, the quickest way.
Quickest way. Okay. He kind of gets up. Hop to it, Silas. Not fast enough, Silas. He moves quickly and guides you back through ruins and dizzying trails back to Innsmouth.
Silas, thank you for bringing us back. Please, avail yourself. We have a little discuss before we help the priest, but we need some privacy, if you don't mind.
I suppose I need privacy to avail myself to.
Amazing. I love him. I love
He
him.
walks around and it occurs to you that his definition of availing himself might be different than yours.
We have to get the message for the ritual up there. I suggest you deliver a message to the priest. You and I will go up there to release the message for our Lord, Cthulhu. I'm going to send him a message saying basically the kind of like the truth of it, saying, please, now more than ever, if only for this once, trust me. Wesley and Eloin need to distract the priest. Zora and I will take flight to the top.
I look you deep in your eye and I say, trust him so we can go home.
You're sure? You're sure about this?
Yes. Your daughter's life is at stake.
Okay.
Wesley?
Be careful. Be careful.
Don't die.
At this point, I'm going to send one more message to Zora, whether she'll accept it or not.
You need to help us sing a song. I will provide the voice.
Yeah, accept it.
Okay. At that point, I go, well, bottoms up. I pour it on my face. It's a potion of moon glow that I made. It's not moonlight, but it's like the glow of moonlight, which I guess can help me turn into...
Yeah, it partially transforms you into your were-raven form.
In which case, I then go...
Now, I've never seen this before.
No.
No.
Are we still there? We've gone up.
Well, we have to distract Renelia.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm notching an arrow.
We're going inside.
Yes. I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah,
but
we're
like
going inside,
in.
yeah.
Click, 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 click.
I guess this must be Crem. It's just a bit of a shock, I
Yeah.
think.
It's a very unpleasant change.
Yeah, I
sort of,
bet,
like,
yeah.
You can hear the bones breaking and
Oof.
snapping as well.
So you did have secrets. God. Horrific.
We're going to fly up. He's kind of like beckoning you to join him.
Sure.
So I'm going to enfold her and then try to take flight.
I'm so reluctant. I'm like stiff as a board, you know?
You take flight to the top of the lighthouse. You come in through the front door. The priestess is there.
Oh boy. Okay.
Poring over her books, her eyes still kind of glazed over as she's like communing with her tomes. They flutter in the air, and as she reads them, like the pages go quickly as she's like almost sucking the words off the pages.
Before she has a chance to look up, I whisper, "Swift death to you who have wronged me." I hunter's mark her, and I shoot 2 arrows with the full force of my attacks.
Whoa.
I think this is going to be, we're gonna see if you can surprise her.
Yes.
Oh, because she's got like...
She has a third eye underneath her bangs.
I have my pass without a trace up as we're going up there.
Okay. Is Hunter's Mark a concentration?
It will be when I cast it, but she won't
Got
see
it.
me climbing the
Okay.
stairs. Or, I hope she doesn't see me climbing the stairs.
This is gonna be her perception against your stealth. Go ahead and roll. You can add your +10 from your pass without trace.
So I have a +10 to my stealth, plus a +10.
Oof.
39. I have +10 to my stealth, so that's 29. +10 from pass without a trace is 39.
She got 23.
Whoa. Okay.
Roll to hit. She has the surprise condition.
Oh, man.
Surprise works differently in 5.5. I think she just gets disadvantage on her initiative roll.
Okay.
So we'll cut between this initiative and then y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're in initiative as well.
Yeah, I'm with him. Yeah.
So, because she has a +7 to her initiative, even with disadvantage, she got a 19.
Got a nat 20.
Natural 20 goes first.
Natural 20!
No fucking way! Who amongst you would like
say-
to go first? You
I
can go
mean-
first since you had that.
Yeah, I
Is that
think...
okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is insane.
What the hell, man?
Nuts.
A lot of nat 20s.
Oh.
Roll to hit. You can roll to hit as well.
Okay.
Okay, so an 11 plus 9.
Hit?
Okay, so that's the first one. I'm going to roll damage on that first one. That's 12 plus 8 is 20. 23 plus
Oh my god.
4, so 27 points on the first one with 4 points of
27?
cold damage. 5 plus 7 is 12 plus 4 is another 16 points of damage
16 points of damage.
on the surprise round.
You're up, Wesley.
As his arrows make purchase, I touch her, I think, on the head, over the third eye. And it's a con save 14 from you. I don't know how that works with surprise.
And you're casting a spell.
It's a spell.
She's going to use her reaction to attempt to counterspell.
Okay, how does
Make
that?
a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
On a failed save, your spell will dissipate.
Okay,
You need to beat a 15.
I have a +2/+1 with the cloak. Whew, dang. So that's 9 + 2, 11 + 1, so 12. Yeah, I fail.
As your hand reaches towards her eye, you see the eye fixate upon you, and in its octopus-like pupil that rotates back and forth, you see your own demise at the hands of Lord Soft.
Yes! But yes!
Epic.
Release Cthulhu, you guys.
Oh my god.
As she lifts up into the air, you see a faint glow beneath her skirts, almost like the lure of an anglerfish. And as her skirts flip up, she hits both of you with 2 tentacles as you realize her legs have turned into
my
a
God.
tentacled mass that writhes underneath her. She gets a +7. These are 2 limbs, both of her legs, so I believe she can grapple both
She
of you
sure
if
can.
she hits.
She can.
The first one is a 15.
Doesn't hit.
The second one is a 17.
That's gonna hit.
Let's see, this is gonna be 7 slashing damage.
It's okay. You're okay, right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And 10 psychic damage as you are grappled.
Okay.
One of these massive tentacles wraps around you, drawing you close, and you watch again and again and again as Lord Soth cuts you in half.
Oh.
outside the tower.
Oh, this vision.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like,
right.
wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
You get an inspiration point.
Don't give those to the dungeon masters.
Yeah.
You fly up towards that beam of light as it kind of like crashes out against the continent and flies, illuminating Innsmouth and then the ocean. Give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can avoid the beam or be blinded by it as you fly into the top of the lighthouse.
All right. +3 is 16.
You deftly barrel roll out of the way, avoiding the beam of light that threatens to burn your retinas out of your skull. It is so amplified, kind of bouncing in between these mirrors. You come into the top of the lighthouse and you hear the singing of the banshees, gently lulling each other, soothing each other as they are trapped within a lantern, being utilized to light the coastline of Innsmouth.
I send you a message saying, release them.
I go and release the banshees.
They come floating out, and Contessa sidles up to you and says, "You came back for me."
Of course. Crem, what do we do now?
He thinks for a minute, sort of gets distracted by a bug in his feathers, comes back, and then he sends you another spell message. It says, I will call forth my brothers. They need to help me amplify my voice.
I'm gonna message back. Do you need Contessa to help?
I need them both.
Give me a performance check to see if you can teach them your song.
Okay, I have just a d20, guidance if you'll let me. That's it. You can't do anything, can you? There's nothing to help or anything.
No, I can click my gold anklets. I don't know if I've still got them.
You can just give him the help action.
Yeah.
Since you're kind of listening to him in your mind, you can try to bridge the gap of understanding since you're very close with Contessa.
That's huge.
All right, so. That's a natural 20! Yes! Yes! 22 in total with a natural 20 plus 2.
Yes.
Thank you! Yes! Dreammaker Devora Wilde.
The banshees sing. You hear the sound of cawing ravens amplified by the lighthouse. Their light shines with a golden, holy light that seems to cut through the very ocean. They focus it all on a path that clears the darkness of that foul water, leading you to a way home. You hear the dark wings of your brotherhood flapping behind you, and you hear a gentle voice in your mind say, "We should get out of here. He's going to be very angry that you foiled his plan."
I couldn't have put it better myself. Oh, and do remember to get the 2 at the bottom of the tower.
We're being thrashed around.
Your captors swoop down on their fabled black wings, as the keepers of the feather always do, whisking you away to safety across the ocean, now parted by this beam of light that is quickly dissipating as you take the banshees back from whence they came. You see the beam of light rapidly receding, our party running before it, the waves coming crashing in behind them, and they awaken on the shore in Sithicus, in front of their friend Lividity, with no recollection of what came to pass in the realms of dream, and no knowledge of how much time they spent in the domain of Innsmouth.
It was the most stressful D&D session I've ever had.
Well, you guys
Job well
wanted to
done.
know what happened in the Lake of Sorrow.
I did. I really did.
Same time next week?
Same time next week.